This is Milos Trachin, and you're watching Shawn Race TV.
Hall of Famer, my friend, Mr. Shawn Ray. All right, thank you, Eric. It's with my deepest honor here to welcome our next Hall of Fame inductee. It was a year ago that I was standing on this stage receiving this award from David. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that, by the way. But I got started bodybuilding back in 1983. And when I did, there was a guy by the name of Samir Banu that won the Mr. Olympia, and a young man that was coming in third place by the name of Lee Haney, who in 1984, when I graduated high school, would go on to win a record tying 8 Mr. Olympias. But behind him was a guy they call the Dragon Slayer. I don't take my glasses off very often, but for Rich, I'm gonna do that. Rich didn't know it, but in 1986, I was 20 years old training in a gym, and he was shooting his first training video coming off a third place at the Mr. Olympia. And when he walked in the gym, I thought, holy crap, he pushed me out here, I'm shy. When Rich walked into my gym to shoot this video, I looked at his calves and his hamstrings and his legs, and I almost got discouraged from wanting to become a bodybuilder, because here was this guy my height, twice my size, and I kind of was talking my way out of becoming a bodybuilder. But I watched and I studied and I witnessed what he was doing. And he went on in 1987 to get second place in the Olympia. In 1988, second place in the Olympia. In 1989, second place in the Olympia. And he won the first Arnold Classic Championships 31 years ago. And I would watch what Rich was doing, because he wasn't blessed with the best genetics. He wasn't the biggest, but what his work ethic represented was that of conditioning. And I knew that if he was having success against a guy like Lee Haney and some of the other guys, I would have to come in shape. So without Rich knowing it, my goal was to try to match that condition. And when I trained in the gym, Rich Gaspari came to mind. A lot of times when I was on my diet, we didn't have the advantage of the internet to see what the other guys were doing in real time. But when the magazines came out, and I knew that he was training in the cold back in New Jersey with snow on the ground, and I was waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I knew that his workout was already done 3 hours ago. I was highly motivated to one day get on that bodybuilding stage and compete against somebody like Rich Gaspari. And that's kind of the beauty of bodybuilding, is that you can kind of see your future, and then you can find a way to map it out and get there. And along the way, I got a chance to compete with Rich, and in retirement, put on some bodybuilding shows. And the first guy I inducted into the Shawn Ray Hall of Fame Achievement Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, was 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney. The second guy was this man right here, the Dragon Slayer, Rich Gaspari, who's done nothing but amaze the industry in bodybuilding, not only with his physique on stage by winning literally every show there was to win, but he also wound up again becoming an iconic figure in the sport by creating Gaspari Nutrition, which has been much more beneficial to many more people than his physique as an inspiration for me coming up and millions of people bodybuilding like me. So I'd like to introduce Rich to the Dumbell Hall of Fame and welcome him to the fraternity that Dave Johnson has been able to afford us. By a round of applause, let's welcome the Dragon Slayer and Hall of Fame bodybuilder and now Hall of Fame Dumbell inductee. Rich, hold that first for a second. Feel the weight of that sucker. It ain't a Sandow trophy, but it's gotta feel good to be getting these accolades so far into retirement. Talk about it.
Well, first I gotta say, Shawn, you know more about me than I know about me. It's amazing the information and the things that you remember, like that day in the gym that you saw me doing that video shoot with Luzwick, and you were training there. You were a young, aspiring teenager, and I was like 21. And like you said, you saw me and it inspired you to be, who you are and who you became. And, it's just cool to have that opportunity to help other people. From being that pro bodybuilder to inspiring people to become bodybuilders like Shawn, or having Gaspari Nutrition as my company and sponsoring other athletes, that I'm able to help them, go for their goals and their dreams of being pro bodybuilders wherever they want to be. Beyond my bodybuilding career, and that's what's been really cool, is these accolades and getting these awards are a great feeling that people respect the things that I've been able to accomplish, and I want to continue doing that and contributing to the sport. So everybody, I want to say thank you so much.
The Dragon Slayer, Rich Gaspari. Fantastic. A big congratulations to the newest inductee.
This is Rich Gaspari. Looking forward to the 2019 Mr. Olympia, September. Be there.